Good day, everybody. We are back again. It's Saubrey Boyz from TBR Solutions, together with Last Born Kgole. We are doing the show called TBR Solution Sports Program. Today is lunch hour, not long. We're having the big one in Africa, Mamelodi Sundowns versus Ahly. All right. I think it's the final before the final. Eh? And then we'll talk about that one. Last born, will you kindly greet the viewers?
Yes, good afternoon to the viewers out there. Yeah, it's part 2 of the show. Got a lot of exciting news, and yeah, we hope everyone enjoys the show. And yeah, let's get on it.
Let me give you the outline. We'll talk Mamelodi Sundowns versus Ahly. All right. And then we'll also talk the Chelsea saga, Roman Abramovich, the English Parliament. All right. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk Man United, Tottenham Hotspurs, Cristiano Ronaldo. There were news around that. And then, of course, there will always be the Messi Special. All right, very interesting today, the Messi Special. Moreover, that I saw your media houses filled with criticism of Lionel Messi. But we'll talk and give our views, because we all have views in any way. There's no only one narrative, there are many narratives. So thanks to social media, you have relieved us, social media and internet. So not only one view will prevail, many voices will be heard. At Tshepang, let's start. A big one, Mamelodi Sundowns and Ahly. I don't know, maybe let me start with you. You start and telling me what's your take.
Yes, compared to the two teams, Sundowns look a much sharper team compared to Ahly. Even the momentum is with Sundowns, to be honest, because if we can look at the statistics coming to this game and within the two teams, probably the last 5 games individually, Sundowns has the upper hand, you know. Ahly is just conceding a lot of goals. I even watched the game during the week when they were playing against Al Massi or something like that. Yes. They score first, but they end up conceding a lot of goals. And that game was very tight because they were leading by 2-0, but then the team came back, but they managed to actually win the game by 3-2. So they scored within the last dying minutes of the game. So I think that they are still a bit shaky during these group stages. You know, they're conceding a lot of goals, and which is not good. You know, it's not good for them, and feels like they're always under pressure. So Sundowns coming into this game, I feel like they have the momentum, and the plus it's a home game for them as well. So they have got an advantage when it comes to this game today. But you never know when it comes to these two teams. Anything can happen. You cannot rule out Al Ahly as well. So it's going to be a very interesting game. But Al Ahly is actually fighting for these maximum points. So I think they'll take the game to Sundowns today.
They'll take the game to Sundowns today.
Yes.
That's your take.
Yes. No, that's my take today.
Wow.
Because I think they've got a lot at stake when it comes to this game. So it's going to be a very interesting and open game as well, you know. And I don't think Sundowns will actually sit back as well and just allow them to play around. But Al Ahly, I know definitely will give the game to Sundowns today.
Well, you know, as far as I'm concerned, as you know, this is a big game. A big game in the sense that we know the relationship between Pitso and Mamelodi Sundowns management. We know about it. So no one cannot deny and say, no, there's nothing. We know. We saw people were marching against Pitso and so on, which was a very ugly scene. But it looks like this time we are not going to see those things. So I think Pitso wants to beat Mamelodi Sundowns. I think Mamelodi Sundowns wants to beat Pitso. Although what is a little bit missing in this is the fact that now they are playing for qualifier. And the way I see it, both teams will qualify. Either any one of the two, if they can, let's say, Ahly lose or Mamelodi Sundowns lose, they will qualify. I would wish that the finals, I would love to see the two. That's when you're going to see fireworks, all right? And then I listened to both coaches from both sides in the press conference. You know, as they were analyzing, all right, they were talking about each team side. And what I saw from both sides, there is high level of respect. When Coach Mangoba Mniti was speaking, you know, he was showing a whole lot of respect towards Ahly, but at the same time, he's determined that they are going to win. They're going to play for a win. The same with Pitso. Pitso showed a lot of respect for Mamelodi Sundowns, but he is definitely playing for a win. And then the other thing that comes to my mind is equivalent to what happened between PSG and Real Madrid. PSG were on control of the game for 60 minutes. PSG with superstars, Lionel Messi, Neymar, Kylian Mbappe. You know, we know Messi when it comes to Bernabeu. You know, Messi is always on top form when he plays Real Madrid. So those elements were playing. But a team like Real Madrid, which has won that tournament 13 times, which is Champions League, I think the experience came to the party. So this is one thing that I also foresee in terms of Ahly and Mamelodi Sundowns. Make no mistake, Mamelodi Sundowns is an oil machine. You know what I like about Mamelodi Sundowns? Any player that they bring in performs to the highest level. All right. And as I said before, and I'm still saying, only Pep Guardiola manages to rotate the squad very well. I think close to his footstep is the Mamelodi Sundowns trio. They do well, you know, in terms of rotation. So it's going to be a very interesting game. And then I'm sure they both going to qualify. But now it is important for Pitso to win. It's important for Mamelodi Sundowns to win. It's important for any of the two to get position one, especially for the pride. Although Pitso said he's not worried about position one, because he has seen throughout the years that if you get position two, in most cases you end up winning the championship. So having watched their previous game, yes, Mamelodi Sundowns played well, but towards the end, I think Ahly, you know, had they added another 10, 15 minutes, they were really dangerous, really dangerous. So that's another thing that I'm saying. When it comes to a team like Ahly, experience comes to their party. But Mamelodi Sundowns, it's one team that has been trained very well. Those players, they've been coached very well, and the motivation that they get from the Three Musketeers, it's superb. And you know, they always want to keep their players' feet on the ground, and then making sure that their humble continues, which is quite good. So yeah, anything can happen. I don't know whether you want to add Tshepang. Tshepang?
Yes, no, that's true. Um, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to this game, anything can happen, but both teams, you know that they are capable of getting the job done. So it's going to be a very interesting but tricky fixture as well, you know. So um, it's I could say that Sundowns, on their hand, they've got nothing to lose at the moment. You know, coming into this game, they're still leading the group. You know, Al Ahly is the one that's just under them for now. You know, but Al Ahly cannot afford to lose this game as well. So it's going to be a very interesting. That's why I'm saying a very interesting game. So to watch actually. So I just expect fireworks during this game and a lot of drama on the touchlines as well. We all know that Coach Peter is going to put on a show today. Definitely, I know, you know. So yeah, let's just expect an interesting game this afternoon.
Now, we have done that, and then we want to hear from you out there. Who do you think will win between the two, Al Ahly or Mamelodi Sundowns? Tshepang, I think you have already said that you think that Mamelodi Sundowns will pull through, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, right, because we are South Africans, we are behind Mamelodi Sundowns. Although I say, even if Pizzo win, I won't feel bad. He's a South African. I like him too. And then he's keeping our flag high. And what I like about Peach is proud of being South Africa. You see him going all over the world with our flag on his shoulders. You know what? That man, I really like him. He's a very good man. So any team that wins, for me, that will be good. Although first prize is Mamelodi Sundowns. Tshepang, let's go to the next one. What's happening at Chelsea and Chelsea Football Club? Maybe you need to start.
Yes. We also what happened yesterday. It was one of the breaking news actually. So I'll just list out a few things that I could actually pick up from what was happening. So Chelsea FC, actually the owner, Roman Abramovich, has been sanctioned by the UK government. So what's happening is they had said that he cannot sell the club anymore for now. They have frozen his assets within the UK. Chelsea cannot sign any players for now. I think maybe when the season starts as well. Chelsea Football Club cannot sell tickets when it comes to the supporters entering the stadium. And yeah, so these are the few things that Chelsea cannot do. And then they even lost the sponsor, the number 3 sponsor. I'm sure you could see with their jersey. There's a number 3 sign written on the shirt. So that sponsorship deal is actually suspended for now. So the number 3 sponsor have asked Chelsea to actually remove that sign of the shirts for now. You know, they've suspended actually the sponsorship agreement for now. So basically, these are quite some of the few things that Chelsea FC cannot do at the moment. Reasons being, we all know what's happening between Russia and Ukraine. So anything that's affiliated within Russian Federation or any businesses that are linked with Russia, with I could say Russian businessmen or companies or whatever have been suspended for now. So the only thing that Chelsea can do, while the UK government is being involved in this, well, they're saying that they will be able to manage Chelsea in terms of paying the players' salaries. All players' salaries will be able to be paid, including the staffs, the groundsmen, everyone, all employees in general. Their wages will be paid fully as normal. And then all season ticket holders uh, at the club. So people who bought season tickets are the only people that are allowed to enter the stadium because they've bought season tickets. By saying season tickets, they've bought tickets to watch the whole game. So once off. So those are the people that are allowed to enter the stadium. So you cannot purchase a ticket right now, but only season ticket holders are the ones that are allowed to enter the stadium. And then Chelsea cannot sell even their merchandise at the moment. So they cannot, anything that deals with sales currently at the moment, Chelsea Football Club has been banned for that for now. So all things that deals with sales has been suspended for now. So this is what's happening within the Chelsea federation at the moment. So yeah, these are very devastating news. I don't know why push has come to this, you know. So I feel like it has destabilized the whole team at the moment and the players as well. So yeah, this is what's currently happening at the football club.
Yeah, very interesting. Those people who are saying football does not mix with politics, I'm sure now you have noticed that there's nothing like that. There's absolutely nothing like that. Football does mix with politics. Yeah, wishing, yeah, we wish that, what you call, we wish that, we wish that that could not happen, but it's happening. Now, one of the questions that I ask, we know that here at home, Patrice Motsepe or Dr. Patrice, he has been interacting with all the presidents in the country, including the current president. So now, if any country or any organization starting to be against the current president or one, will that extend that even the team should suffer? Now, the next question that is asking, who's paying those players since they've freeze everything? Is the government of UK that is paying? Because that part was not outlined. We were not told who's paying. But people out there, you're out there, you can see and make your own judgment and then make your own determination. Allegedly, they say Abramovich is a friend to the current president of Russia, Vladimir Putin. So, so the suspicion that he's getting the bankroll from that side. So that is why. So I don't know how is this gonna play itself in terms of future buyers. If people want to buy, especially from the East, right? We've seen a lot of people from Asia buying teams in England. I can imagine a guy from China now will think twice to buy a team from England. To say if things goes wrong because of the Chinese leadership, I might suffer. That's my opinion. I don't know. And then what's your take, you out there? Tshepang, what do you think?
Yeah, it's true because now uh basically what happens is if something happens within the political side of things, so this is what they actually resort to, you know, such decisions, because now I think this was very selfish of the government, to be honest, because where does the club fit in all of this? I mean, there's players that they need to consider. So now I'm sure that everyone within that team is actually uncertain of their future and what's happening also. And the season is coming to an end. So if they're saying as well that Chelsea cannot even make any signings coming into to the new season as well, and they cannot even purchase, I would say, merchandise and sell their merchandise. Then what happens to the club on its own? You know, the club is better than dead, to be honest, because even players, I think, will start reconsidering their contracts and would want to go elsewhere. So, yeah, the club is it's really a mess at the moment, you know.
mm, mm, mm. Yeah, no, it doesn't sound well. It doesn't really sound well. I don't know why things are happening this way. In fact, I wanted to share with you. What is happening in terms of what you were talking about. Yeah, well, we just hope that sanity will prevail, and then we'll see Chelsea being afforded the opportunity to do, because of course it's definitely going to impact on the players, and I doubt Chelsea will do well as far as the Champions League is concerned, due to all these things that is happening. And then we saw Chelsea; it was one of the emerging team doing extremely well. So, so it's now surprising that these things are happening. So we just hope for the best, that probably we'll see something better going forward. And then, yeah, that's another thing. I just want to share something with you quickly, pertaining to what you were talking about, as far as that story is concerned. Yeah, no, now, like I say, what's going to happen to the potential buyers in future if they want to buy? Will they consider buying at? Will they consider buying? Let's see. I'm trying to share something quickly. Okay. No. Can you see this?
It's still loading.
It's still loading.
Still loading.
Still loading. I wanted to share. Yeah, it's everything that you mentioned. In fact,
Yes, I can see it now.
yeah, it's everything that you mentioned. Tickets cannot be sold for the home and away games. No merchandise, no transfers, no contract renewal. It's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. But let's move on. Football doesn't end there. Now, let's discuss the Cristiano Ronaldo saga. The news or reports are saying Cristiano Ronaldo, apparently it is alleged that he went AWOL. Although some reports are saying no, he was not well. He had an injury, so he did not train. But this is what happened. Immediately after that, he didn't even stay to watch his colleagues. He went straight to Portugal, to Portugal. He didn't watch the game. And then we also understand that Ralph Ragnick was asked whether Cristiano Ronaldo is happy or not. He said he doesn't know, and then he never mentioned anything as far as that is concerned. So Tshepang, say something about that. I think I got it from you.
Yes, it
You
is
said you got it
alleged
from
that
BR. It's a BR, right?
yes,
BR. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So it is alleged that Cristiano Ronaldo apparently, that's why we're saying even alleged, that during the Manchester derby last weekend, he was actually featured on the bench within that game. So he never made the starting lineup Reasons being that the coach said that basically it's all about the attention within well what Cristiano Ronaldo gets, when it comes to games, and this is a big game, so the attention would be on him. So he wanted to ease up the pressure a bit, and then feature him in the second half of the game. So it is alleged that he was kind of upset with that decision, and he went AWOL. So these are the rumors that were speculating around that game within that day. But it's actually quite interesting that even Manchester United didn't even take out an article or saying that why Cristiano Ronaldo is not being featured or he's not playing within that game. Because I even checked the news sites, they were just quiet, you know. So they never said anything regarding to Ronaldo's, I could say, appearance on the day. So yeah, that's what's happening. But we also got information saying that he was ill, he was not well on the day, so that is why he never featured on that game. So this is what's happening. Or this is what happened over the past weekend coming into the game. But I saw this week, they had posted a video of him at training, with the team and with everyone there as well. So this was the only time that we could actually see that Ronaldo is being active and was training with the team. So yeah, this is what was happening over the past week.
Apparently started training on Thursday together with Cavani. Remember, we did a show pertaining to this to say, will it be a good idea to bench Cristiano Ronaldo? My views are clear. I can't bench Cristiano Ronaldo when you're playing a big game. He's a big game player. He likes big games. So benching him, if that is true, according to those reports, I think that would have been a tactical blunder. All right. But a coach is a coach, a coach has his views and he thinks otherwise. So, but at the same time, I don't condone the fact that if that is true, Cristiano sulking, going back home, what was he going to do? I was going to cry to the mommy, to say they don't want to play me and all that, And but for me, a big game, I'll start with Cristiano. Cristiano can be dead for many games, but come a big game, then you start seeing who Cristiano Ronaldo is. But having said that, let's move on. Man United and Tottenham Hotspurs. What's your take about this big game?
Yeah, both teams are actually struggling at the moment. So this match is, I could say, it's going to be very interesting because Tottenham as well are also fighting to get in the top four, position. And they've got a coach who's full of hunger, a lot of ambition, and expects a lot from them. And on another hand, Man United as well keep dropping points and they're also fighting to stay in the top four, you know. And within the current form that they're in and state that they're in, they're in a very difficult state at the moment. So this game, it's a battle of the 3 point of the 3 points because they both need the points. So both teams, I feel like they need to come to the party. Well, especially Man United because it's a home game for them as well. So we expect nothing but results from them coming into this game. But there's a lot that's happening within the team, which I feel like they just need to. Well, I think they're at that stage actually that they just want to just manage all the games that are coming up and just finish the season, and just try and stay in the top four. And then after that, they'll be able to start fresh coming into the new season. But when it comes to Tottenham as well, they are also in the state as well. But the coach as well was saying that he has never lost so many games in his entire coaching career. But he's here to help Tottenham, and he's still a Tottenham coach, and he wants to leave Tottenham in a better state, So he's also seeing or facing a lot of difficulty within the team as well, because the team is not doing well also at the moment. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out, But it's a big fixture. It's a big fixture, and yeah, I also expect fireworks coming into this game.
Conte is one of the coach I really respect so much. And for me, it was a real blunder for Man United not to go for him. Because as far as I'm concerned, had they gone for Conte, they could have been doing well. Conte is one of the coaches that I respect. Simeone is one of them. Pep Guardiola is one of them. Peter Siman is one of them. The Mamelodi Sundowns trio, and then for me, they should have, went for Conte, and I've seen the resurgence of Kane. Kane is doing well. Kane is an excellent player. Kane is not only a striker; he collects the ball, he supply, he shield, and then not only that, you've got Son also doing well, but we know history. Man United beats them all the time. That's history, and sometimes history comes to the party. But with Man United having all these problems, I wonder what's going to happen, because I don't know what is the mood in the camp at Man United. I think there are problems. I think there are serious problems, even if you are not told, but I think there are serious problems. So yeah, we'll watch the space, and that's it. Let's move on. What's your take about the resurgence of FC Barcelona? Although they didn't win their last game, but what's your take? Are we seeing the new team coming up going to be one of the best in the near future? Tshepang? Can't you hear me?
I believe women spoke up. Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yes. I believe we did talk about it even last week, saying that there are signs of improvement, of excellency coming going forward, in the coming future, they are building, well, they're building quite well now. I think Xavi's getting it right, especially when it comes to coming into the youngsters, that are being featured within the team. So yeah, we are hopeful. Yeah, finally we are hopeful that things are coming together, they're starting to gel, they're starting to improve. And yeah, I think in the next year or 2 years, they'll be back to where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, let's move on. The Ballon d'Or criteria, I don't know whether can you see that one?
Yes, I can see it.
Has been changed, which makes a lot of sense. This is what I like. They say now the Ballon d'Or will consider the season, no more the half season, all right? No more the year, the calendar year. Will now consider the entire season. When they start in, when they start in August till the following year, July or June, they'll consider that. So which simply means whether they play well for the World Cup, remember World Cup is in December this year in Qatar, it will never be considered. So it will be considered for 2023. So that on its own, it may rule out Modimo Ball, which is Lionel Messi. It may rule him out because they are not doing well. And the other beautiful criteria that they've brought in was an individual play. So they have noticed that this thing of bringing how many trophies you win as a collective, which was one of the issues I was crying about. It should not be an issue, but an individual player, even if you haven't won titles, but as an individual, what have you done? And if you look at those Ballon d'Or criteria, if they become final criteria, Messi could have won 9 by now, because at individual level, he has shown day in, day out that is class. So yeah, those are some of the points that collected and then throughout. So that was some of the things that I wanted to share. But now let's move on. We know that Real Madrid played PSG. We saw the resurgence of Benzema, not necessarily the resurgence of Benzema. Benzema has been playing well, make no mistake, especially when Ronaldo left, he became the main man. And then even last day he did well. And then, let's look at PSG game. I don't know whether you watched the game, and then what happened and what's your take? What's your take? Let me start with you.
Yes, yeah, Benzema is having one of the best seasons of his life, actually, to be honest. He's doing well this season. The numbers are looking good, even with the assist as well. He's currently one of the top strikers, best top strikers, I could say, in my opinion, this season. Um, I expect nothing less from him, and he did show up on Wednesday. What he did against PSG was actually phenomenal. Especially judging from his age. And Modric as well. 36 years, but what he did in that game in the second half was actually brilliant. The energy that he had, the influence that he had within the game, within the last 30 minutes of the game. That's when actually Real Madrid started playing. When they got that first goal, and it was within the 61st minute, if I'm not mistaken. That was when Real Madrid came to life. PSG dominated that game the first hour. Within the first hour, they had the game, they were controlling the game. I loved Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi's performance within the first half, actually. The link up play, it's just that they played with so many chances, but Neymar was actually dictating terms, actually. He was the one that was dictating the terms within the first half of the game and involving Messi as well. They both had a lot of influence in that game and just supplying Mbappe, but the chances, the chances were a lot. I feel like they should have killed that game a long time ago. But second half, things changed. A mistake from the back from PSG resulted Real Madrid to come back within the game. And they actually went on, they got the momentum and killed the game. So yeah, it was a very one of the best games within the Champions Leagues, especially if Benzema scores a hat trick, saving the team like that, then yeah, he clearly gave us a show, within that game.
While you're still there, I would start by saying, for 60 minutes, PSG was playing well. Messi was very good, very good. The only thing that I identified with Messi, he does not have the speed anymore. I saw one-on-one, they caught him, I think twice. So now I started to say, hey, the legs are starting to be heavy. But let me tell you where the mistake is. I hear a lot of people are blaming Donnarumma. Donnarumma is not to be blamed. The person who made a mistake was Danilo by returning the ball backwards.
True.
Now, he was not even sure. When he kicked it, it was not full. All right? Then it arrived late to Donnarumma. It put Donnarumma on the tight spot. Yes, Donnarumma made a mistake by trying to dribble instead of clearing the ball. But the person to blame is Danilo. And Danilo has been losing the ball many times. Let me tell you about PSG. PSG, all right? PSG, what they need to do. Danilo, for me, is a no-no. Ghana Gay, I know you like him. It's a no-no. Those guys are useless as far as I'm concerned. Kepembe is not in Ramos's class. He's another player who just loses ball. This time we saw Marquinhos making a mistake, which is rare. All right. But Marquinhos can be kept in that team. And then Hakimi, I know you like him. For me, he's not on. Verratti played very well, but he was losing the balls. But Verratti is a star. I wouldn't do anything wrong about Verratti. And then Paredes also is a good player. And then he made a stupid mistake to get a yellow card. That is why he was substituted. And then Pochettino, as far as I'm concerned, end of the season, he must just go. The guy is lost. He's clueless. He cannot deal with he cannot deal with big stars. I listened to, I think it was BTV, where Jamie Carragher and Ian Thierry and Michael Richards were talking. All right. Of course, Jamie Carragher, Michael Richards, all the time, they will always bash Messi. I expected it in any way. If team lose, everybody look at Messi. They didn't look at others, all right? But they look at Messi. But with other teams, there must be other reasons. There must be coach, there must be players, and all sorts of things, all right? But with the team where Messi plays, the focus will be on Messi. Instead of the focus should be on the team. So, what Thierry Henry said made a lot of sense. Neymar was playing very well. He said, you have big three players, Neymar, Messi, Mbappe. And then if you are leading 2-0, he said, this is what Pochettino should have done. As much as Neymar was playing, he should have taken Neymar out and bring in an attacking midfielder just to make sure that you hold. All right? He could not do that because 5 minutes after, having not made that decision, then they scored. All right? So that's my analysis. And then I'll give you what happened. You can't falter Messi. I don't understand why people falter Messi. I'll give you I'll give you what happened in that game, I don't know whether can you see this one?
Yes, I can see it.
You can see it. Just a minute. Tell me, when did you last see Messi doing this? This reaction. This one, where he said, because he was shouting to Verratti. He was at Messi's usual position. If Verratti would square the ball, Messi could have scored. They could have equalized, and that would have killed the game. And Messi was angry. It's unusual of Messi. And I know it was made an issue, but guess what? Just as they were going out to the dressing room, I saw Messi talking to Verratti. You could see that he was apologizing because he was taken by the moment of the game. Messi is not being supplied with the ball. That's the problem of PSG. They don't supply Messi with the balls. And now they find themselves in a situation whereby it's difficult, Messi is not supplied with the ball. And now, what do you expect Messi to do? And now, like I say, they will make whole noise and then blame Messi, and then instead of looking at the entire team. But if it's other teams, your Ronaldo and so on, no, there must be the coach who are to blame, the players. If it was Messi who did, which is allegedly said Ronaldo did, going AWA, I can tell you now, we would be talking about that. And then I hear people say Messi is finished. If I watched that game very well, Messi changed his game. He's now going deep, collecting the ball, doing the 1-2, 1-2, and he was very dangerous doing that. But PSG players are not supplying him. They are the one who play Messi out of the game, right? And then everyone is talking about his last 8 matches against Madrid. But no one is saying he owned Madrid when he was 19. I mean, Messi has been messing up Madrid. They know it. And they're scared of him. And he was a factor, you know. So why was it attributed as if it's only Messi who lost? It was not Messi who lost. If I was in the management, those players that I've mentioned, I'll put them on say. Di Maria must go. Drexler must go. All those players. The youngster, Mendes, keep him for now. You know, he still has to grow. But he also has a lot of mistakes there and there. But he's a good player. Do you understand? That's me. That's my analysis. All right? And then I don't buy the story that, no. And now, listen to what they were saying. Mbappe should not go to Real Madrid. He should go to either Liverpool and Man City. That was Jimmy Carragher and Michael Richardson. Why should he do that? And Thierry Henry was saying, as far as I know, you know, as a former player, once you grow up supporting a team, you'll always want to go to that team. And we know that Mbappe has been a fan of Real Madrid. I'll tell you one thing, watch the space. Should Mbappe not go to England and go to Real Madrid, Mbappe will be the next player to be targeted, just like Messi is being targeted. And then I hear news that Messi is going to leave, he's going to go to US. Well, we don't know. For me, I wish Messi finish his 2-year contract, thereafter go to Barcelona and finish. Never go to US and never go to England. That's my opinion. I don't know. Last one? Last one?
Yes, it will be very interesting to see what's going to happen in the next couple of months, you know, as the season ends. But we all know that the attention will be on Messi, you know. Same applies to Ronaldo. You know, when it comes to those two, if their teams tend to lose, you know, the attention, all of the attention goes to them. It's just unfortunate that this is what they have to go through, game in, game out, you know, forgetting that they are not playing alone, but they're playing with the whole team behind them, you know. So it has reached that phase and that part of their lives whereby I think teams and players need to play according to their strength, to be honest, and accommodate them in order to get the best out of them, you know. So if players are failing to see that and just want to do their will, and then it's actually making them to actually not be involved in terms of gameplays. You know, if you don't play to Messi style and according to Messi style, or involve him in terms of his style of play and understand him, then you won't get the best out of him. Because if you can get the best out of him, you know that he will definitely give you results and win games for you, you know. So if he's not involved, then it means that he's actually not in the game. And it means you actually don't need him, but you actually need a player like him, because when he has the ball, anything can happen. We all know that, you know. Only him, the magic that he does, it's only him who can actually do what no one can actually do, you know. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe next season, Champions League, we'll see a different side of PSG. But the players that you have just listed, you know, saying that they're not really quite fit to be within the PSG setup. I actually agree with that. But also PSG needs to get a firmer coach who can deal with big players, you know, such egos. You know, the likes of Jose Mourinho. You know, Mourinho, when it comes to big players and egos, he manages that very well. I mean, I remember what he did at Real Madrid, you know, when he got there, you know, crushing a lot of egos, but they managed to even get the points that they actually wanted as well. So if they could actually get someone like that, I think they would actually go far.
For me, I wouldn't go for Mourinho. I hear the news that Zinedine Zidane is watching the space. His first prize is to coach France. And then if that doesn't work, he will definitely go to PSG. For me, I would say, because that guy of PSG's got a lot of money, why don't you try to get Conte? Okay, then you'll know that you'll have a very good coach, Well, good luck to Man United. I hear that they want Pochettino. I'm not impressed with Pochettino, and then having seen him at PSG, and what he does, leaves much to be desired. I mean, this rotation of goalkeepers, what was it? For me, it doesn't make any sense. Donnarumma should be the first choice, man, for me. That's all. All right. And then his substitution, sometimes they leave much to be desired. Messi Special, I'm already there. And always I'll bring Ronaldo to the picture. This is the year that is bad for Messi. But look at the stats. Can you see that? Tshepang?
Yes, I can see it. Yes, yes.
Yeah, this is a year which is described as very bad for Messi. But look at the stats, man. Messi has scored 7 goals and 11 assists. They have done 18 each. Ronaldo scored 15 and then 3 assists. Messi is a complete player, man. And as I say, the players of PSG, if they were giving Messi the balls, we would see magics. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen that way. Yeah, we'll see as time goes on. I'm still not convinced that Messi is finished. I don't think Messi is finished. I think Messi can still show a lot of people 1 or 2 things that he's still the best. For me, let me show you something quickly as far as the Messi is concerned. We'll do this all the time. Remember, I don't know whether you can see this.
Yes, I can.
Lionel Messi is the only player who scored hat-trick in history against Brazil and Real Madrid. Not even Ronaldo, the Brazilian. Not even Cristiano Ronaldo scored 3 hat-trick against Real Madrid and Brazil. He's the only player. This man is a genius. And people will be saying this once he's gone, and it's a little bit unfair. And I'll show you something again to show you that this man is a monster. He's a monster. He's, he's not an ordinary player like people wants to do. Can you see this one? This man is a monster. Can you see this one?
Yes, I can see it.
I mean, who has this kind of record? They've bring Benzema to the picture. You know what? At some point, they brought Grealish. That I know. That is why City bought Grealish. He's better than Messi. 2 weeks ago, Grealish after scoring said, I watched video of Messi before the game, and I did exactly that. Who doesn't look up to Messi? Honestly, those people who are not looking up to Messi are Messi's haters, as Lewandowski said. This is crazy, Bafanas. Look at those numbers. Can you see this? This is really crazy. One man dominating. It's a complete domination. All right? Yes, of course. They will always bring Ronaldo. Good luck with that. But I still believe Lionel Messi is the best. He is the best. Now, I'll show you something else. I don't know who doesn't talk well, especially those who are playing the field of play. Who don't talk well about Messi. Do you know this Andres Guardado, who plays for Batiste?
Yeah, I see him.
Let me tell you one of the things that is very interesting about Guardado. He's got a young kid, 2-3-year-old, right? And then his kid loves Messi. They were playing Barcelona. He went to the dressing room of Barcelona with his kid because he wanted his kid to shake Messi. You know, when Messi came out of the room, he's there on social media. The kid just, you know, laughed and shouted, Messi, Messi. Then Guardado said, he loves you so much. Now listen to what Guardado says. He says, I have 20 photos with Messi. I don't have a ball in any of them. This is a true respect. Remember what Benzema said. Benzema said, those who are saying Messi doesn't deserve Ballon d'Or 2021, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know football. I'm talking about footballers. I'm talking about Lewandowski, all right? As I said it before, with Ronaldo, it will always be former Madrid players, Man United fans, largely people from England, talking about. And Ronaldo also speaking for himself, not Messi. You know, I'm telling you, Messi still has a lot to offer. If I was the president, you know what? I'm not even scared, even if Mbappe can leave at PSG. You'll see what's going to happen. Yes, I agree. I agree with the analysis of Thierry Henry and say, guys, you should expect this thing to happen. What happened to him affected him emotionally. Remember, we spoke about that. What's happening to Neymar's life affected him emotionally. So that also plays a major role. All right. Do you remember when we did that? So of course he can't be, you know, focused. And then moreover, these players, they're not playing Messi. Paredes even said to them, guys, you must use this guy. If you don't use this guy, and watch the space. The Argentinian, they're going to use him in the World Cup. And watch the space, Messi may win the World Cup. If you play with Messi, use him. And now Jamie Carragher was saying he's not running, blah, blah. We know Messi has not been running for many years. That's not new. Jomo Sono, my greatest player of all time, has not been running, but a brilliant player. Tshepang, that's the Messi Special. I'll always respond. When I see ESPN doing something and Sky Sport doing something, we also watch. Not only one narrative will rule. We also watch, we also see, we can also come up with our own narrative. Last one, thank you very much. It was very nice doing the show. And then I wish you good luck. I see that you've got a t-shirt of your company, which is a fitness company. And then, yeah, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. And then, what time you guys train?
Yes, it's Specially Fitness Center around here in Pechley North. We utilize the church facilities by Impact Life Church. So it's Monday to Friday from 5 until 6. Then Saturdays at 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. So yes, people want to find us, they'll find us there during the week.
How much do they pay for that?
Okay, so registration fee, it's 150 once off, and then every month it's 100 rand.
Every month it's 100 rand.
Yes.
Last one, thank you very much. You are doing a very good job. I appreciate you. You're a very focused young man. I don't work with disorganized young people. I want people who are focused. If you are focused, then I'll put you under my wing. So many youngsters want to be under my wing. Unfortunately, I'm an individual. I can't handle everybody. And then you are lucky, and I'm happy that you are doing exactly what I ask you to do all the time. And then keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. And then, yeah, nice doing the show with you. All right. We are looking forward to do it again on Tuesday. Shakes is apparently has gone to one of the prisons. He has been invited there, one of the tournament, and then he has just gone to what? No, it's not Sun City. No, in Bretts, Northwest. He went to the prison there in Northwest, and then I hope they do well. Vanas, thank you very much. We'll watch the games this afternoon. We're gonna enjoy. You know what? We never spoke about Royal AM. I think we still have to do a show about Royal AM. They are on fire. They're on fire. But I've been asking Sinki to say, come, let's talk. You know, you can tell us better. I hope one day you will come again and tell us about the good things that they're doing at Royal AM. Bid the viewers farewell.
Yes, thank you very much for having me and for the lovely show, Mr. Shabalala. Yeah, hope the viewers will tell us and give us the input regarding also the games that are coming up this afternoon. And yeah, hope to see everyone next week again. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Much appreciated.